everybody. Thank you for the lurk, Kirk. Lurk, Kirk. Yes, hello. My goodness. I'm in a little bit of a weird headspace today. It's not bad. Not bad. But like, oh gosh. Anybody who kind of experiences any level of like unreality may understand. I don't I feel wrong, but it's okay. We'll be fine. Oh gosh. I have sort of gotten back into on my off time when I'm like watching videos or like listening to I like to watch Dimension 20. I also like to watch video essays, you know, stuff. I kind of gotten back into this swing of playing Spirit Island, which for those who don't know, Spirit Island is a board game. You can get the entirety of it on Tabletop Simulator. Somebody scripted it all. It's very nice. There was a couple characters. Like there's a lot of basically he plays gods and spirits, and there's a lot of them. If you have all the expansions, like 20 or something, there's a lot. There's a couple that I hadn't spent a lot of time like playing or anything, so I was doing that today, playing one of them. Relentless Gaze of the Sun is the one that I was playing today, and oh boy, goodness gracious, let me tell you, Relentless Gaze of the Sun kicks ass. Very good spirit to play. Very nice. We are going to be playing some Toontown today. I'm going to yap at y'all. It is just cool enough that I've felt okay having some hot tea today. Oh, my bladder has been acting up, so I'm gonna have to like have days where I'm not drinking tea. Probably tomorrow. Probably not gonna drink it. I probably still yap, but like I'll just have to time it and be like, okay, we've yapped for 30 minutes. It's time to play the game instead of what I usually do, which is, okay, I've finished my tea. You know? Oh, we had a fun little stream last night. Lost track of time very quickly, and I think also that's where my bad headspace started too. Just reality's hard sometimes. But that's just how it is. Oh. I don't know what else to yap about. So I spent gosh. There is a character for my re-debut besides me that needed a name. And I think I've settled on a name that I actually really like for once. Because we've run through quite a lot of names that were good names, but not good names for this character. Yeah. I'm feeling the one though. We'll see. Ugh. Yep. Hopefully it's all good. Basically trying to make pun names because so I'm still going by Lottie, but like when I become a princess, my full like legal name, as it were, my formal name is going to be Princess Marzipan Sweets, like marzipan. So I was kind of going for like a pun name somewhere in that vicinity for this other character as well. You know. Oh, and I meant to show everybody Longo yesterday. I forgot to show everybody Longo, so we're gonna do that. Hold on. I made a bookshelf for my just chatting screen because it's like a whole bedroom and I got objects. And I made a clown bookshelf. And Lefty named him Longo the Librarian. Here he is. Here's Longo. Meet Longo. If you were to ask T, Longo has endless sex appeal, and I think that's really funny. Everybody, everybody's in the round table's in on it. Everybody's just like, yep. I'm sitting here like, I don't know who's being sincere and who's just doing the bit. I don't know. I don't know at all. We'll find out eventually, I guess. Kenki's already said that she's gonna, like, draw, like, God, what did Kenki say specifically? Let me see. Um, where was it? Draw sexy Longo. Yeah. Kenki's like, I need to be the one to draw sexy Longo first. I mean, wow, who said that? And I'm just, uh, but yeah, bookshelf. I need to get more titles and things and, like, you know, all of that on the bookshelf. They're not going to be legible, but I think the detail's nice. Yeah. Longo. Oh gosh. I have a refill I gotta fill out. I wonder if it's for... It's probably my birth control. Yeah. I'm in a little weird headspace today. I think we're gonna see how things like shake out, but it might be a short stream today. Maybe take a nap. Gosh, I woke up. Oh, I was having a series of dreams, but we were just like in the car. I was in the car, a car. It wasn't even our car. It was weird. We're like a not quite an SUV, and we don't own any SUVs. Anyway, in the car with two of my housemates. We were just talking. I don't even remember what we were talking about. We're on some road trip. And the dream just abruptly was like, "Oh, by the way, this bridge you're going up, doesn't it ends and there's no markers for it ending, so you're going off the bridge?" And I was like, "What?" Obviously, so I'm a lucid dreamer, so I kind of just like rewound it, but I was still just like subconscious. What are we doing? What? Why are we going off the bridge? Thankfully, my brain cannot. So usually I dream in pretty high detail, but my brain cannot possibly know what it's like for a car to land like 50 feet into a river. So it did not fill those gaps in, thankfully. Oh God. That's how I woke up. And I was like perturbed more than anything. Wasn't that bad. It's not like when I get okay, so pretty much my entire life I've gotten dreams with xenomorphs in them, like, alien xenomorphs. And those are always like really stressful. I don't like those dreams very much. That's this wasn't that bad. This was just like very like it was almost just the whiplash of it. Very sudden. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh geez. Trying to think about what else I have to talk about. We talked about like sometimes you run out of things to yap about, but there's got to be something I can yap about. Let's see. Me and Lefty on our own time off stream because I don't really want to stream it. It would be more fun for me to not. We started playing Halo Master Chief Collection, the campaign specifically, which has been fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's interesting. It's also very nostalgic for me because um, the original Xbox was the first console me and my siblings ever had. We predominantly just had like computers, otherwise PC house. Um, and Halo was like one of the first major franchises I got into, so it's very nostalgic for me to play back through, especially the first game. Probably will be for the second game too. Me and my siblings played the frick out of the Halo 2 campaign. Like, I think we replayed the campaign on 2 the most out of all of them. And then 3 came along and we really the matchmaking for 3 was so good, especially at the time. So good that became our like main thing at that point. Yeah. But yeah, we're playing through the campaign. Uh it's interesting. It's interesting for me because it's like I think it's just because of like I remember it being I because when I started playing it, for me there was a learning curve in learning how to play the game because like I hadn't played video games for very long at that point because I was like 8 or 9 when we started playing Halo. Um and I got pretty good pretty quick in most shooters, but it's still like laughably easier than I remember it being, especially on normal. Because I remember as a child being terrified by the hunters the first few times and be like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. This time I'm just like, hey buddy, hey bud, hi, hello, bam, and he goes down. Like if I had a sniper, I just take one shot to their back, and they're down. If I love the Magnum pistol in the first game, and that's like 2 shots to the back, and they go down. I still love the hunters just as a concept. For those who aren't familiar with, I don't think I could pull up an image right now, but the hunters in Halo are like a multi-organism that is inhabiting these like big, bulky like armor. And they come in pairs of 2, and they're just really cool. uh, more of a thing in like the first 2 games, I want to say. I don't know what happens to them in 3. I don't remember enough about 3's campaign, if I'm being like totally honest. I could probably like recite most of the story beats for 1 and 2 because of how much I played them, but I don't think we replayed the 3rd campaign anywhere near as much. Because again, the matchmaking. The matchmaking took up a lot of our attention at that point. It was good matchmaking. Also, we had so much fun. Hey, Lefty, how's the yapping? It's going pretty good. I'm mostly talking about Halo. You know, actually, I was thinking about hopping into VC. I know you're home. I don't know if you'd want to be on stream right now or not, but if you wanted to be, uh, then we could totally do that. I don't know. I had been thinking about it anyway, so maybe I'll just. Here we go. I'm actually like I'm doing pretty good on the yapping, but I'm in a weird headspace today. Feeling some unreality. I don't know. Happens from time to time. Computer, yay! I feel like having another voice to listen to perhaps will help with my unreality. Ay, ay, ay. I feel like anybody who like struggles with that kind of thing could totally get it, but otherwise it's like kind of a concerning thing to talk about if you're somebody who like from the outside, you're somebody who does not experience unreality. You're like, what do you mean, Lottie, unreality? And I'm like, I don't know, my brain's telling me I'm not real. This is a normal thing that has happened to me throughout my entire life. And now sometimes everything's wibbly wobbly. I don't I don't know. Nothing bad comes of it. It's just like it's a weird headspace to be in more than anything else. Um like I'm not hallucinating, although sometimes usually though that's waking nightmares. I haven't gotten those in a long time. Like I don't experience hallucinations or anything. My brain feels weird sometimes. And so does my body. Yeah. Yippee! You know what's good though? My tea. My tea is very good. It's warm, it's tasty, smells good. Oh gosh. Yeah. Here, Lefty's gonna be um uh, 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 um it's feet. Lefty low clown. Update that. There we go. Oh gosh. Yeah. You know. But yes, Halo's been fun. Very nostalgic. Big part of my childhood was playing Halo. uh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's a lefty. I'm too large. Hold on. I'll move you over too, so we're over more. Oh, hello, hello.
Hello, everybody. How you doing, Lottie?
I'm experiencing unreality.
Yeah.
That's how I'm doing. I'm doing my best.
Ah, yeah. I'm here to keep you company.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, thank you for stopping by.
Not a problem.
I
Always fun with
figured
you.
I figured maybe you might want to since you got left. For those who don't know, Lefty's got a week off of work. So
Thank goodness.
yeah, we've especially when you're working all the time, you just need breaks sometimes.
Oh, definitely.
You know.
Yeah, it's a full week on, so I was like, oh, thank God I got the holiday just at a time when I needed it the most because I've got until next Monday. I would have had this Monday off as well, but it's a bank holiday over here, so I was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the anyone who relies on like public commute on that day, you're definitely not having a
Not
good
having a
luck
good
with it
time.
because
No.
you're having a
Yeah.
great time.
Getting bank holidays explained to me was interesting. I mean, bank holidays, yes, but also then like bank holiday Mondays, Boxing days. Like you call Boxing days, right?
Boxing Day is a specific day. That would be the
Okay.
26th of December.
No, okay. It's just I don't know, concept you explained to me if it's like a Monday after a holiday, like for Easter Sunday, I think it was.
Yeah,
Then like places are still also like take an extra like bank holiday for that Monday.
they do. Yeah,
I It's not really a thing in the States particularly, you know.
I don't even know exactly why we do it.
I don't know. I'm sure it's a holdover from something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wow. Yeah, I was
Whoopty doopty.
telling them about Halo a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely does look fun, and we had a lot of fun doing it the other day.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than I remember it being, but I also have to remind myself again, especially playing the first Halo, most of my memories, I was like 9 years old, and I'm much more game savvy now as like a full fledged adult than I was at 9.
Oh,
So
definitely. You would have come a little bit of a way before then. Until
yeah, yeah.
since then, I would say.
Honestly, we could probably play on a higher difficulty, but like I'm gonna. I want to see
Good.
how we do. The game gets a little harder towards the middle, and I want to see
Hmm.
how we do on normal before we increase the difficulty.
No worries.
I don't want to just throw us into the deep end and then suddenly, oh god!
Oh no, where's all this coming from?
See, I know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. Chat, Lefty has basically avoided Halo spoilers, which actually isn't too hard because honestly, unless you're part of the Halo fandom, people don't really. It's not like with Undertale where everybody talks about Undertale.
Hmm.
But Lefty doesn't know anything about Halo besides Master Chief exists and so does Cortana. So,
Yep,
like,
that's about my knowledge.
we got the entire Halo story that's gonna unfold before her.
Oh no.
Oh man. I was still really
Yeah.
surprised that they added that really long cutscene in that one section. I was like, oh, there's a cutscene for Guilty Spark. That's interesting. We don't even meet Guilty Spark for another few chapters, so it was like,
No.
okay.
The funniest thing to me about it is I had to wait in line to go
Mhm.
and get the cutscene because for some reason it didn't trigger for both of us.
Pix, Halo's the game with the lightsabers and the Millennium Falcon.
You got it, Pick. You got it.
Welcome in, Pix. It's good to see you. I'm imagining the Master Chief with a lightsaber now, and that's
That sounds pretty dope.
pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, he'd probably be pretty good with a lightsaber.
That's the good thing about a PC. We can just mod that in now. The melee weapon, nope, lightsaber. Make it happen. That would be incredible.
I mean, the Covenant sword, which you don't get to use it until the second game. The Covenant sword is not dissimilar to a lightsaber. So,
Yeah. I do remember when we were playing it the other day. I saw it zoomed in on someone with that kind of light thing, and it's like, "That's a lightsaber, isn't it?" No, it's just a signal beacon. Like, oh,
yeah, when we were rescuing all of the Marines,
yeah,
Space Marines.
spice.
Now, it's alluded to in the first game, but they don't like clear cut say it. So in this
Hmm.
case, there is a war between the humans and this covenant, which is a collection of alien races. But they don't
Hmm.
currently know where Earth is, so they can't directly assault Earth. So basically, all of the fighting has been done in space, and on like Reach was one of the first places to be hit. Reach was a human colony and military installation. It's where
Nice.
pretty much Reach was pretty much where like all of the Spartans were being made. Like
Huh.
before Master Chief was the only one. Because Reach happens, the rest of them die.
Oh no.
And then John is the only one left after that. Happy Revenge of the Sixth. Very
The
nice.
sixth. Love it. How's it going, Mofi?
Oh, it's good to see you, Muffy. But yeah, it's alluded to a little bit. Um, in the beginning, Captain Keyes is just like, if they get, you have to keep Cortana safe because if they get Cortana, they're going to learn everything, including Earth, where Earth is. Um,
And that's
but
what they want.
yeah, yeah, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The Covenants, you'll learn more as they go on, but the Covenant have sort of what they consider this like holy crusade.
Hmm.
Like the halos are of religious significance to them. Um, yeah, they are pretty much almost immediately right on the money too. Where we when we learn that information through the channels, where it's like they believe that it is like a massive like intergalactic weapon. Um, this is correct. It is. It's more complicated than that though. We talking about Mass Effect? No, we're talking about Halo. We're not talking about Mass Effect at all.
Yup. Speaking of which, I am looking forward to getting to the end game of Mass Effect 2 now.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I have a little bit more of like an understanding, or if I'm just getting like a better equipment.
Mhm.
But I'm definitely getting the hang of it now.
Mhm.
I like what I did before with the whole collectors thing from the first one,
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
first part of it.
Those fights are only going to get harder because the biggest thing is learning how to navigate fights with the guys that cause tremors.
Oh
Because
yes,
you can't like stay in one place because of them.
yeah, and of
Learning to
course.
navigate those fights, that's like the biggest hurdle. Once you get that down, you're fine.
Okay, so yeah, always be moving.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know shit about Halo, says Moby. I know Master Chief. I feel like a mama Pokemon kid. You over there playing your Pikachu's. Oh gosh, it's so funny. Actually, I know a lot about Halo because
Very funny is. I was gonna say, even if you're playing your Xbox, are you playing your Nintendos over there?
man, I the original Halo story is so freaking good though. Like it hits a lot of beats really well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, we love Cortana, Cortana bestie. I've never played 4, even though I know technically like it's depending on who you ask, not canon and not good. I would
Hmm.
still like to play it and experience it when we get there. So
Yeah.
probably play through all of them and play 4. Um,
Oh yeah, I was meant to say, I was having a little bit of a conversation with T about it while I think you were in the bathroom at the time,
mhm.
but I was wondering why Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST are completely different entities.
Well, because ODST is from the ODST's point of view, not the Master Chief's point of view.
Ah, I see.
Like ODST was like a supplementary, so you're playing the ODST squad
Hmm.
during the events of 2 or 3. I don't remember which. Um, it might have been 2. I think it might have been during the events of 2. So basically, stuff happening on Earth with the ODST squad in 2. I think it's been a while. I only played ODST once because we didn't own it.
Ah.
We had a friend that owned it.
Mhm.
Um, and I think that's roughly it. That's why, because it's a different story entirely
That's okay.
from
See,
a different
before
point
that,
of view.
I didn't even know what an ODST was.
Yeah, ODST is the squad.
I
I
see.
don't remember what it stands for. Let me go find out. ODST. Maybe it is for 3. Oh. What does ODST stand for? Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. Oh yeah.
Ah,
It's during and after the events of Halo 2. Yeah. I was right. Okay. Probably it's like between like it's from 2 to 3 kind of a deal.
hmm,
Yeah.
nice.
I remember it being a pretty solid game. Just I didn't own it, you know.
Yeah.
And I never got to play 4 or anything because we didn't have an Xbox after that. And, Master Chief Collection only came out. When did Master Chief Collection come out?
I would have thought it'd be recently.
Let me see. Mm, PC release. It's for Windows, it was 2019, I think.
Ah, a little while back.
Yeah, 2019. I didn't get to own it until recently, though. So,
Yeah. I've only owned it for 2 days.
it was $10. Well,
Yeah.
pounds, whatever.
Yeah, it was about £8 here. I was like,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
a steal. I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of game. A lot of
It's a
bang for
lot
your
of game.
buck. Oh.
Exactly. We were talking about it before, and I was like, how much is it right now? Like £8? Yeah, get it all on me.
But yeah. because the games when they were coming out were still Xbox exclusives, I didn't play anything past Reach. Granted, Bungie also wasn't working on 4 or 5, but I'd still like to judge them for myself, you know?
Yeah.
Especially since generally my opinions with franchises that I love are very different from a lot of other people. But the biggest example is Mass Effect because, a lot of people hate Andromeda still, and I'm like, it's a good game actually, although it is riddled with bugs, especially now. I think it got
Still
no,
still had a lot of bugs?
they were never allowed to go back and fix them.
Oh
The only
no.
ones they fixed were the most like glaring graphical errors, but there are other bugs in the game that never got fixed, and I believe
Oh
some of them
no.
are worse now because of the updated drivers, like graphics
Oh
drivers and
god.
things. Um,
Oh
so like not ideal in that sense, but I'm just like
no.
the producers EA completely fumbled Andromeda, and the game still has a lot going for it. I will die on this hill anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually told you, but I did buy Andromeda just
Yeah,
yesterday.
you can get it for cheap. So,
I can get it for cheap cheap.
like, I'm pretty sure I got mine for like $2.
I think I got mine for £6 just yesterday. I was like, you know what? I'm so curious about it. I'm gonna play it after number three, after a break, of course, because
Oh, I
I
don't
remember you.
know. You might want to take a
Mhm.
break.
Yeah, I
We'll
remember you
see.
saying before, like, definitely take a break and do something else before then, because, like you were saying, Andromeda is like this length of 1 to 3, just like all
Mm,
together.
Andromeda, yeah, even if you're not trying to 100% it, it's still like 60 to 80 hours.
Sweet Jesus.
Like, just because of the way the gameplay is.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
Pretty big.
Yup.
It's a whole lot of game.
A whole lot of game. Well, a lot of people complain about games that are, in their opinion, too short for the money. So, like, I imagine they were trying to go for content, but it was just like, God, Andromeda needed like 2 more years being worked on before it got released, and that's not what happened.
I think so.
Oh God, I
Let's hope
think
they
about it.
fix it all. Let's
Think
hope
of,
they fix all of those things for Mass Effect 4.
I am not hopeful for 4. Like, not even remotely. I don't. You'll understand when you beat 3, but I don't. I don't. We'll see what they do. I'm just very
Hmm.
curious because to me, it seems like unless they go with one of the specific endings for 3, which is
Hmm.
arguably everybody's least favorite ending, um, there, I don't know where they're going to create the tension necessary to have a conflict and a story. Because, like, especially for a video game, there's some kind of conflict that needs to be happening
Hmm.
to move the story forward. And I'm not clear as to how they're gonna like be doing that. Although, from what we can tell with sneak peeks and everything, at the very least, so this is gonna be like probably a good 100 or so years in the future. We know Liara is still alive. We don't know about anybody else. There's been sneak peek silhouettes of Angaran now being in this galaxy, which Angaran are a race from the Andromeda galaxy. So that means they established contact, which also kind of implies that it has to be like 600 or more years in the future because it took them 600 years to travel to the Andromeda galaxy.
Hmm. So
But I'm
is it
very
going to be like an entirely different, like different stories? Like it's going to be far removed from the rest of them?
I don't know how removed it's going to be. I know we're playing an N7 still. Because, like, all of the
Huh.
sneak peeks they've given us, like, especially the main one that's currently out, is of an N7. which
Uh-huh.
N7s are the elite trained for the Earth like military, which is Shepard was an N7 before she was a Spectre.
Yeah, I know that we still wear the N7 insignia.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and also Ryder, who is the main character in Andromeda, their father was also an N7. Important,
Nice.
very important.
I'll hold on to that.
Yeah, you'll know. It'll tell you anyway, but it's important information.
Yeah, very important.
um, I don't know. I'm just dubious about it. I don't know. We'll see. I wanna love it. I want it to be a good game, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. We'll see.
We shall see. It's probably going to be a long way away.
I don't know about that because Dragon Age just came out. It's entirely possible that they'll announce it for N7 Day here in November and be like,
Maybe.
"Here's the game. Here's the release date." Yeah,
But I say
there's
to do that, it's like, here's the game, release date now. I'll be very, very dubious.
actually sleeper release dates like that usually go over really well. I'm thinking of the one of the last Metroid games.
Yeah, that's
They were
true.
just like, "There's the game. Play it.
Yeah,
Bye."
here's the game. Of course, one of the best, one of the best success stories I've ever heard of that was Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, yeah. Well, God, rest in peace, the studio for Hi-Fi Rush.
I
That's a
know.
good game. I do want to own that game at some point and play it on stream because that is a good game. That is
It's
an
incredible.
immaculate game. So at some point,
Yeah, that would be fun.
yeah, I'm gonna start opening Toontown now.
Toontown.
Toontown. We can keep talking because, like, Toontown's really just something for me to play in the background while we yap. But
Oh, definitely.
eh, yeah, I'm
Yes.
Toontalk.
Yeah, this is essentially Toontalk. It's like a podcast, but with extra Toontown.
I really want Mass Effect 4 to be a good game, and I can tell already that they're being more careful, and in some ways they're being more careful and trying to work on it longer to make sure it's good. On the other hand, though, EA also just keeps firing people. So,
Yeah, that's always sucks. But you know, EABAA.
EABAA. It sounds like we're saying a cheer.
EABAA. That is a tongue twister. EABEA. I could barely say it even when I was trying to sound it out.
Yeah. That's just what you're dealing with when you got massive conglomerates. And it's also like, somebody get me something? EA makes so much money off of Sims.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
can
know.
imagine, so you need to bring out a mortgage just to buy everything.
Blueberry Muffin got me a shirt.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. There's not going to be anything in this catalog, but I gotta look at it so it stops telling me that I have a catalog. Corporate Clash hasn't
Okay.
added a lot to their catalogs because they've been working on it like an estate overhaul thing and all that, so.
Who was it that when I played got frozen by the phone?
Both of us, both me and Perry, because we tried to use your phone, and apparently the
That's
game
right.
doesn't like that.
Yeah. I just remember we were stuck there for the longest time.
Yeah. Something like that. Anyway, we tried to use someone's phone. We're gonna do the 3-story cog building. We can do that. That'll
Go
be
to the final battle. Whoa.
easy.
You nearly beaten the game. You nearly beaten the game.
Kind of. I still have to defeat the director's Toon task, and it's been like over a month, and I just haven't really... I don't think people like fighting the directors that much, is my impression, because, like, if there is, like, if you can make, see if I can do it. I gotta go to them, probably. If you have to make a group for this, it's never in the group finder. But I assume this is, like, a 4-person group. But nobody ever puts it up, so I'm like, do people only ever do it once? Like, is this fight not fun? I have so many questions.
One of those things that people get out of the way with.
I have so many questions. I don't need enough for this, because I'm going to go in alone. That'll work. God, I feel naked without tune-up. It's not something I like to do generally. I don't need it in this case because I'm going to be alone. But especially in like group fights and things, I don't like not having tune-up. Especially because I've been in a few fights where I'm the only tune with tune-up. And lure, because some people like to go tune-up-less and lureless, and that makes things interesting sometimes.
Oh, definitely. I think on my character, I was one that chose tune-up as well. So I like being the healer in games.
Yeah, like, you can... Certain fights, if you're high enough level, you can use your Unite. You can get through a lot of fights with Unites. But you can't get through everything with Unites, so...
Yeah.
And some fights are too low level.
Yeah.
Like Pre-Thinker. You don't get Unites in Pre-Thinker. Not that I need to do Pre-Thinker anymore. And the last time, honestly,
Your post-thinker days now.
Yeah, I'm in my post-thinker days, but one of the last ones I went in, I have this bad habit of, like, going with the flow, especially if somebody's already being bossy, but that one time I did that, and they were trying to coordinate the combat, but it was very clear that they didn't know what they were doing, and I still just let them do it, and maybe that was a little mean of me. And I was just sitting there like, uh-oh.
Oh no.
I was way too amused by it, I think.
You know.
Not outwardly in chat to them. I wasn't being like, haha, you're doing it wrong. I was just like having a private laugh about it. Still felt a little mean.
This is a smidge.
Because we did lose.
I'm going to lose on purpose to teach you a lesson.
I was doing what I needed to do, which in this case was mostly heal, because I was, once again, one of the only people with tune-up. But they didn't really understand how the castling worked. And it was a little mean of me. Sometimes I'm a little bit mean. I don't know.
A little mean.
But it's like privately mean, at least.
Yeah, at the very least. Wee.
Yay.
It's so funny watching like the very first turn of it, just like pocket balls. Just
the fabled Lottie sour. Sour, sweet, gone. No, sweet, sour, gone. Anyway. We could do a Mega Lottie that's Lottie Sour. I wonder what colors I would do. Primaries, I guess? I guess she'd be in primaries?
Yeah, I reckon that you could be inverted. Like
No,
yellow and pink.
that would be ugly colors. I don't want to be ugly. No.
I mean, like pink where there's yellow and then yellow where there's pink.
Maybe. It's just the Grinch Lottie. You're talking about the evil Lottie that Ambrose drew for me.
That's still incredible.
Yeah, it is.
I'm still wondering how cursed the Skibidi Lefty is gonna be.
Very. It's gonna be funny though. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And
Then after dark, we get body spicy.
Love spicy.
You guys are gonna make me want to make alternate one. So let's see, Lottie Sour would obviously have to be a sour candy. So we'd be going from marshmallow to some kind of sour gummy or something like that. Or I could even do, so they make the toxic waste like candies, and that's literally just like liquid sour candy. I could just, Lottie Sour could be like that. So she's basically I'd be an ooze girl. I think that would be a lot of fun.
You're thinking of making Lottie Slime? Slime girl?
I love slimes. Genuinely, if I was not already what I am, and okay, in point of order, Marshmallow Clown Princess, Muppet, Slime. I love slimes. Like, yeah. If I wasn't this, I'd be something else.
Yep.
You guys are making me want to have alternate, like, design.
Oh, you should.
So, like, Lottie Sour could be a slime, like, sour candy Lottie. What would Lottie Spicy be, though? I mean, she could be a cinnamon candy. I guess she could harken to, like, the cinnamon dragon design that we're gonna have. Maybe.
Yeah.
Humanoid slimes or more amorphous orb slimes? Yes. Both. Yes. Both. What do I look like to you? I actually have a slime OC. Their name is Geed, spelled G-E-I-D. And they're a little bit of both. He is on the giant side but he has a glamour, but it only works to a certain point, so he still kind of has like extra teeth and like when they get nervous or emotional, sometimes they start dripping and like they lose shape a little bit. And just imagine, like, I believe Geed is like 7'8" and like big and so squishable. Oh, so squishable.
Oh, so squishy.
Covered teeth. I love Geed so much. You don't even understand.
I could definitely picture it.
Oh gosh, they're also like one of my sweetest characters. Okay.
Do you have any art?
No. I don't have money. I don't have art of most of my characters. I do have, I think, one, oh god, my brain is halting. I do have one pick crew of the closest I could get for, like, what Geed's, glamour looks like.
Huh.
I could see if it's on my computer. I'll move that over until I find it. I like the spicy cinnamon candies. They feel so good in my mouth. My favorite ones are hot tamales. I love hot tamales. Let me see. Where's my pick crew folder? There it is. I have so many.
I'm in an iron whether or not to buy Kingdom Hearts on this.
Where are you, Geed? I don't know why I'm saying where are you, because I know it's going to be alphabetized. Assuming Geed's on here.
Let's hope.
Well, because I do some of them on my phone sometimes, so...
Ah.
We don't always end up on... No, Geed's not on here. Okay. Well, I would then have to go look on my roleplay blog for it.
Nice.
Let's see, that's 30. You missed me! Tee-hee.
Miss me, tee-hee. It's just so funny to see just your little character just by itself. But just so little. Being so brave.
I do have a couple of my clowns on here, though. Here's one of them. This is Galette. This is Galette when she wasn't dead. And this is Galette dead. Her head comes off.
Beautiful.
She has a sister. Hold on. This is her sister. Genoa.
Nice.
She's a baker. She also fights undead by night and has a homoerotic relationship with a vampire who is her rival.
Sweet.
As you do sometimes.
You know, as you do.
Anha, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I'm just talking about my OCs.
Yeah, they're all cute. That's the good thing about having the book series. Whenever I have an OC on there, I just go to the artist who's doing it, and it's like, could you help me with this art, please? And I was like, but this is exactly how I imagined it, and I was like, that's exactly.
Nice.
I think I have showed you all 7 of them now. And there might be more in the future. Although I haven't heard anything from Lotta in a while. Should definitely go and check up on it.
Yeah. I also have the entire Davet's family. Here they are. This is my family of gnomes. So my player character is over here. That's Babe and Anya. OC Talk is good. Yeah! And this is her family. This is her grandma. These are her parents. And the rest of these are all siblings.
Nice.
Speak for your triplets.
Sweet.
We're gonna do this way. I remember most of those. Yeah! I'll be looking for a bit while I'm break. Have a good day. Okay, thank you so much for the lurk, and thank you for coming in. Happy to have you. Yeah, fun.
Yeah. It's always fun here in the tent.
Yeah. Dun, dun.
Want a balloon?
Ah.
Waha.
Yeah, I have a lot of pick crews. I can't do them for all of my OCs. You know, it doesn't work for everybody, but I do have a lot of pit crews. But some of my OCs, their designs are a little bit too outside the mold for what you normally see for a pit crew.
Yeah.
There we go. That should do it. I believe it was 37 laugh or under. Yes. Heck yeah. Okay.
Get it.
Yeah. Controlled. Wing. Nice. Back to Sleet Street. This lady that's so mean to me. Mean to me?
So mean.
I think out of Bev's siblings, Neve has like the most other like amounts of pit crews of them. So Neve is this one. They're a bard.
Sweet.
Primarily what they enjoy is making instruments though, so they have like the most amount. This one's the best one. This one I'm just like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's them. I love them. I love them so much. And everybody else kind of just has the basics. You know. Some of them went through different like color changes and things too. I've got like a whole folder of like the scrapped previous like ones I've done for them. But oh gosh. So to Sleet Street.
Steve, man of snow. Wonderful.
No, I do have one OC that does have like art in reference. That's because, well, technically I have two. That's because Lumo, my cousin, made some for him, which was very nice of Lumo. And that is Benjamin Haywood. And I love Benji. He was originally a Overwatch OC when I was still in the Overwatch fandom. Now he's just sort of a freeform one. There he is.
A former Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. He is my stinky, stinky man. Oh, so stinky. Stinky, stinky.
Stinky man.
Yeah.
We love stinkies.
He's got stuff. He's got problems. He's like a habitual liar and just. He has one of his pit crews. I love him. I also that one's cute. This one's cute too.
Nice. Frogger.
Yeah. And then I've got like this is adult him. This is like 8-year-old-ish him. And then like teens. And then his 20s. The adult one is he's in his 30s here.
Just a time lapse of a life.
It's fun. It's fun. I like doing the time lapse ones. I don't get to do it with everybody, but
He's definitely imaginative.
Yeah. Then I just have odds and end ones. But let me before we get to talking about it, let's talk to Antarctic. Finally, you started listening to me. You've done your homework, and now you can start bidding for the soup. What? You thought you were gonna get my soup for free? No, never. Now, let's talk pricing. Soup starts at 4 million jelly beans per bowl. This is a normal price to start at, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry though, you have a 30% playground discount, so that's cool. Now it's only 2,800,000 jelly beans. Where are you going? I mean, I definitely don't have quite that many jelly beans, but
You're getting there though.
yeah. And
It's
let's
like that.
see.
It's like that thing from like these kind of games where they ask you for a certain debt of like 3 million, where you've got 99 million in the thing. It's like, how are we supposed to ever pay that off? And it's like you have it in your inventory all along, but just
Yeah.
don't do it because of stock purposes.
Hey, Rocky. Welcome back. How was that soup? You didn't get any. What do you mean? It was too expensive? What are you talking about? Do you know how good that soup is? Well, no, of course you don't. Serves you right for being too cheap, I guess. Sorry. Mind my manners. It's been a long day here at the HQ. Don't worry though. You can have my leftovers from last night. It's not
Are
the
they all pull
same.
shaming you?
What?
Are they all pull shaming you right now?
I'm poor. I have so much money. It's not the same as Antarctic soup, but it's it's all just soggy noodles. Surely you wouldn't mind some soggy noodles though, right? I'm sure they'll look great on you. Wow!
What
Okay.
does that mean? Is it gonna pour it over your head?
I would totally have a noodle hat if I could.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That'd be pretty rad. They didn't give me a noodle hat though. Yeah, we can collect some treasures while we talk. That'll work. But yeah, I've got other odds and end ones. Like I have, God, I don't remember how to pronounce his name. So this is my basically he's a halfling. He's basically like Secret Service in the setting he came to me in a dream.
Nice.
He's cool. I love him a lot. He's Secret Service and also like the okay, so there's special horses in this setting, like special magical horses that need like care and handling, and he's like the master handler and breeder for those horses.
Nice.
That's literally all came to me in a dream, all these details, and my brain was just like, yeah, this is the guy. And I'm like, you know what? That's cool as heck. In one of the scenes in my dream, he's literally... So he's not the main character, but he has to come and talk to the main character, like who my POV is, in the dream. And at one point, he's saddleback, but he's not riding normally, because of course not. He's like... standing on the saddle with his arms crossed, talking to this character while they're riding. It's crazy. I have a lot of like odds and end like D&D characters, honestly.
I just picture someone just riding on a horse, like standing on top of the saddle while T-posing.
Kind of like that. He's just without his arms out, you know, just arms crossed instead. But he could T-pose for dominance. It'd be funny.
He could, yeah. Just T-pose all over the haters. Why not? Oh, thank goodness. That's something that my Mary would do.
I think it's just particularly. I think part of it is because he's a halfling. He wanted to be like eye level with the like main character who was riding horseback, so he was standing to be eye level. Halflings are short, so short.
So short.
Oh gosh, yeah, I have so many just. I've got one of Nahi, although this isn't like 100% accurate. This is Nahi new. It is decently accurate.
That is good.
Yeah. Nahi,
Just
I love
being just going to Starbucks.
Absolutely. She is just a girl here to take on the big city.
Proud of it.
I love Nahi so much. She's my baby girl.
Oh, she does have that baby.
She's wonderful. She's okay, so she is a nightmare creature. That is specifically, she is a creature born from nightmares. So originally she's from like the dream realms, but she decided that she wanted to live among humans. She's also trans because like her species doesn't normally have a concept of sex and gender because they're actually both. Like they have like they're not intersex. They physically like they physically do both. They're monogendered. They don't normally have a concept of that, but Nahi saw human women and girls, and she was like, I want to be that.
Oh, definitely.
So she's my lovely, lovely trans girl. I love her so much. She's so cute. So she just lives in New York City. She lives in I forget if it's East or West Harlem. She found gender and clung to it ever since. Yes. And it confuses her parent to no end. Her parent's name is Mokkyuk. It's like clicky. And they have all the personality of a rock. And they really don't understand any of Nahi's stuff, but they support her.
Nice.
They're very confused by it, though. Like, what do you mean you want to live among humans? We just eat those things. What do you mean you want to make friends? Huh? Anyway, and yeah, so she moved to New York City, and it's like a whole thing, and she does so many hobbies. She's one of these people that kind of like collects. She basically can do anything she puts her mind to. So she sews, she knits, she does arts and crafts. She's remodeled her kitchen.
Nice.
Oh god. And she's like, her whole thing is like, she's a very overall like really anxious person, everything, but she still does things scared, like all the time. She's like, I'm gonna do it scared, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm just gushing about Nahi because of how much I love Nahi.
Oh, she is precious.
I love her so much. And like, you can't tell in the pit crew, she actually has 2 sets of arms, so that's like part of the reason why she started sewing. She also like, so her sort of race, like species race thing, has very strong illusionary magic. And that's how she's able to live among humans, is she just keeps that illusionary magic up all the time. So she looks like a normal person. The funniest thing about that, though, is it doesn't work on cameras or anything. So she's kind of one of the cryptids of New York, because every once in a while, if she accidentally gets caught in like news footage or something, she is like a 6'6", 2-armed, blue, many eyes, like. Sometimes she just gets caught on news footage.
Sweet. It just ends up looking like the thing from Science just walking across.
Kind of, except she's also wearing really cute clothes. She sews all of her own clothes.
A genderfied version. Love it.
She's been one of my OCs since like it would have been my late teens, so like 16, 17, I think is roughly when I like came up with her. I love her so much. I hold her. I'm just like, I love her so much.
Oh dear.
There's something about alien/fantasy creatures doing mundane things like home decor. Okay, let me tell you, my favorite genre is contemporary fantasy. I love contemporary fantasy so much. So most of my OCs are actually like base setting contemporary fantasy. Second only to science fantasy. I love wizards in space. Yeah. Yeah, yep. I hope you're all enjoying me just being like.
Of course. It's so fun to hear you just gush about things.
I love them so much.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh god, you will love my OC Esmeralda. She's kind of like Nahi, but she's like full on demon who decided, you know what, I'm just gonna adapt to human life.
No, won't fight with this rando.
Yeah. I don't know who's winning.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins a small ball fight.
I wish I had the one that's not big enough for the two of us, but that's okay.
No.
I don't know. They started throwing snowballs at me, so I started throwing snowballs back.
You have chosen death. Let's go. Your move, Thunder Boom.
That was cute. All right. You too. That was cute. All right.
Adorable.
There's not a lot of people on right now, I'm noticing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like less than 200 tunes on right now.
What's the average amount of people?
Average is like 200. The most I've ever seen is 500. It's not like tons of people, but like less than 200 really isn't a lot.
Especially for an entire world.
Yeah. Alright. Gotta reset this fund. Throw, drop. Ooh. Zap. Go.
The little guy just sleeping.
Yeah. Your tunes fall asleep when you go AFK.
Huh.
And then eventually they log out. The game goes, your tune got sleepy and went to bed. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will leave chat to you. I will be back in 5 minutes or less. We'll see everybody then, okay?
Alrighty, they're in good hands. Hello, everybody. It's just you and me for now. I need to figure something that we can do together just while Lottie's not here. Okay, so I'm very, very close to getting one of those 10-minute voice thingies. I'm hoping I can do that this spot. I'm not going to do it this stream, but I'm definitely going to hold on to it for the perfect moment. But yes, I just got myself a little Pepsi, so I'm going to go and drink that real quick. Yes, I do definitely need to get back into Toontown. I played it like before, but definitely need to start it up again. I don't know if I'll stream it or not, but I'll definitely be around. Yes, it was a tiny little bet.
I'm back.
Oh, that was fast.
Yep. I can piss very fast.
Yeah. Speed run.
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely wasn't talking about upcoming plans to sabotage anyway, no.
No, certainly not. You're not going to burn anything down, I hope.
Nope, no, not this one.
Oh, gosh. So...
And we all know that you're the arson in the group.
Do we?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know that?
We know it for sure.
It hasn't been proven in the court of law.
But we know it with our eyes. We've seen what happens.
I'm gonna burn anything down. I'm gonna burn everything down. Oh, I see.
Exactly.
Gosh, I'm still thinking about Nahi. So the other thing about Nahi species is they don't breathe air. They actually produce, so part of what their illusion magic, it's partially regular, just hallucinogenic from the gas that they produce for themselves that they need to breathe, and partially magical. And so Nahi kind of is like constantly billowing this stuff out. It's not fatal for humans to breathe in, but it's not great either. So she tries not to be like, she doesn't take the bus, for instance, because like too many, or it's like the tram, because there's too many people squished into a tight space, and she doesn't really want to hurt anybody. But this also means that she can't really keep pets that breathe air, so she has fish, which is particularly interesting because she's also aquaphobic. Because she can't breathe in air at all. I mean, in water at all. Like water, the idea of water terrifies, like being in water terrifies her. But she likes her fish. Her fish are cute.
It's like, you're living the dream I don't want to be. You're living my nightmare.
Also, thank you for the sip, Mopey.
Yeah, go and drink water, everybody.
Oh, the CEO's up. I really need a cog facility. I need to get these cog facilities done. But we could go fight the CEO.
When it says the gold kudos task, I always think it says gold kudos talk.
I see.
Yeah, just go and talk to someone up there. I don't know. I'm a fish. No, fish.
Fish.
Fish. Do you have all the fish now in your decks?
Nope. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get all of them either.
No idea.
Mostly, I do have all of the different kinds, but like I don't have their subtypes here that I can show you.
Frozen fish.
That's under, not calendar, achievements. Statistics? No. Where is it? Activities.
Thank you very much.
Album. So I'm missing, I'm missing one of the balloon fishes right there. Missing a catfish. I've got all the clownfish. We're clownfished up. Frozen fish only has one type. Got all the rock starfish. Holy mackerel's got one. Dogfish. Eel.
Dr. White, telephone, please.
There's shark. King crab. Missing one of the moonfish.
One of the middle moonfish.
Seahorse. Cool shark.
Seahorse?
His eyes are messed up, but that's okay. We're missing
like,
one barracuda.
The rarest of all.
Missing one cutthroat trout.
The rarest of all.
We got all the pianos.
Yay!
Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay in my tent. We have fun here.
Hell yeah!
Missing peanut butter and jellyfish. But we got the devil ray, so we're only missing a few here and there.
Yeah, it says that you're missing 6.
Yeah.
The devil ray.
You know, I just fish. We just fish. It's a good time passer when I'm waiting for groups to fill up.
Yeah. It's always good.
Yeah. Nahi is also a variant. I'm just gonna go right back into it. Nahi is also a variant in that she has legs. Her parent, Mok, does not have legs, and in fact just has like one massive tail, which is also filled with teeth.
Ooh.
And it opens up, and okay, I mean massive. I mean Mokyuk can fit about like 3 to 4 full-sized human bodies in this tail. What they do, so when they eat, Nahi doesn't eat people. She just feeds off of people's short-term memories and stuff like that instead. But Mokyuk, basically, when they eat the minds of the people that they're consuming, and then they slowly digest their bodies over a course of like a couple of weeks. Wow, there's a group for every boss. Is there? Didn't even notice.
Huh.
Anyway, Mokyuk is terrifying, but no, he's a little angel, so you know.
Oh, just a little dumpling. We love Nike.
Yeah.
The cheese head.
Off we go. Do a little fight.
Yeah.
We will be wrapping up at the top of the hour. I want to keep this stream relatively short, especially since you're streaming later anyway.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it late because it's at 11 o'clock for me anyway, and because I'm doing it with tea, we'll still be starting when tea gets home.
Yeah, but I gotta eat something here soon. I'm hungry.
Yeah, you go and eat.
I'm hungry.
I need to go and get some dinner myself.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, thank you for inviting me tonight.
Yeah, we're not wrapping up yet, but yeah.
Well, no, but yeah. It's just nice. It's always nice to see you.
Yeah. I figure since you're not working, you know, might as well be like, hey.
Come on up. Yeah, I got the full week today. I mean, the full week this week, and I'm very, very excited about it.
I love the micromanagers. They're so small.
They're so tiny. I just want to pick them up. They probably wouldn't appreciate it, but it'd be cool. Bye. You not coming?
No, everybody has to hop off if one person hops off like that. We have to go back on.
Damn you, Yuki.
Off we go.
Onward.
Time to bully the CEO again.
Of course. I wonder how many people bully him a day.
A lot of them. The only one I feel like I don't bully really is Kahal. Like, that fight doesn't feel like bullying particularly. It feels like a mutual understanding.
You say his name was Kahal?
Kahal. That's multi-slacker.
I was about to say, if his name's Carl, would that make his first name Al?
No. First name Kahal.
Oh. Ah, he got to it first.
Yep.
I was just about to smack him with my hammer.
Mm-hmm. It's only a couple clicks.
You know what? I'm not letting my hammer go to waste.
Oh, wow. I see how it is.
I'm sorry, I thought you were a bug.
What? I'm the cutest bug you ever did see, if I am.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be smacking bugs, though. It's me.
No, I mean, those bugs I will smack. You know, the ones that just have no physical form, they're just computer bugs. Speaking of which, I can ask you in the chat this. What kind of insect would you be?
Me? Hard choice. There's so many good insects out there.
I think I'd be a butterfly.
What kind of butterfly? I can say butterfly.
Butterfly.
Well, so many butterflies out there.
Let me take a look at different species of butterfly.
I
I immediately just saw one of the cutest ones ever. The Red Admiral. I love the Red Admiral. If I saw that, I would keep her as a pet.
Yeah, red admirals. I see them a lot.
You see them a lot?
Fairly common where I live. In my memory, anyway. Maybe I'm mistaking it for a different one, actually. I'd have to see where they're from.
Yeah, could you put one in a box and then send it to me via carrier pigeon, please?
No.
Okay.
What are we doing here? You're getting rid of that one. I don't have...
One of these days, if I ever came into power, my first thing would be normalizing carrier pigeons again.
Yeah.
Like, who needs drones when you have a perfectly trained pigeon?
Too many good bugs out there. What kind of bug would I want?
I can ask this in the chat as well. If you were a bug, what would it be? Better mind thinking.
I mean, probably some kind of spider, but that doesn't really narrow it down any. Of course, technically spiders aren't bugs, but whatever. Whatever.
Semantics. You got me on the rabbit hole with butterflies now.
There's so many kinds of butterflies out there.
There is. There's also the purple emperor, and now I'm torn. The green hair streak.
That wouldn't help me if I chose beetle, like some kind of beetle. There's so many beetles to live through. You know, fun fact,
So many beetles.
there are more species of beetles than there are, like, literally any other animal on the planet.
Pretty much.
There is so many beetles.
So you definitely can't say, my favorite event is the beetle.
Well, I've obviously picked a specific kind of beetle. Oh, I look like you.
Yeah? Someone who selects beetles.
Man, I don't have good, like, hitting power. I really need somebody to, like, pick a target.
Yeah. I hope if someone asks me, my favorite kind of beetle, I hope that they're expecting a jokey answer, because it is true. My favorite kind of beetle is Paul McCartney.
I don't know what that means. Oh, wait, yeah, never mind. I don't know how I have that information lodged in my head, considering I don't know barely anything about the Beatles as a band, but...
I feel like even people who don't know and like the Beatles may know who Paul McCartney is.
Yeah, you kind of just, very relevant to pop culture and everything. You kind of just know these things.
Yeah, just lodged into your mind. It's so funny as well because my grandma absolutely loves the Beatles, absolutely adores them, and even though I know and love my grandfather, she always says that Paul McCartney is my unofficial grandfather.
That's cute.
Yeah, those are the grandparents that I told you I go over there like once a week and just like introduce them to a brand new thing. Like I've never seen music.
Yeah.
Always fun.
And I really want to be a colorful spider, but the problem with being a colorful spider is that all of the colorful spiders are usually male spiders. It's not like there aren't a lot of good options for me. Usually that's just the male ones that are like brightly colored. Big stretch.
Stretchy time.
Yeah.
The shrimping.
Nope. Thanks for the posture check, though.
Yeah.
Time for root beer.
Hell yes!
Yippee-ki-yay.
You too. Right there.
Root beer, have some root beer.
No need to fear, cause I got some root beer. Those lads are so tiny.
Yeah, the micromanagers truly micro the managing.
They are. They're managing things so microly. Is there a way to select which one you have, or is it just a case of random?
No, it's based off your level. Like your suit level. Like I'm the yes man because I'm a level 6. I've got a level 6 suit.
I see.
This person's still doing it the other way. Interesting. I don't think anybody does it. So, primarily there are two ways to do it. One is specifically targeting executive cogs, and the other one is just going to the closest cogs. Nobody really does targeting executive cogs anymore. But that one person, that big cheese, is doing it. It's just interesting.
Yeah. If you actually did nothing, would you have to fight all these people?
Say that again?
If you didn't, like, if no one did anything, like, didn't feed any root beer to anyone, would you have to fight all these people in the next round?
Yes.
God damn.
100%.
Yeah.
You fight all of the ones you don't kill.
Sweet.
Which is why originally people would target executive cogs, because the executive cogs are more of a pain to fight.
What's wrong with?
But since they give you a speed boost now for like a certain completion amount, usually people just go try and eliminate as many cogs as possible and then just deal with whatever's left.
Yeah. Why is root beer like beer killing them all?
What do you mean, why? They're robots. They shouldn't be drinking root beer. The carbonation! The carbonation's bad!
Happily. But they're doing it so happily. They're just drinking it.
Yeah, we fooled them.
No. You fooled them.
Yeah, we fooled them.
Oh, you did a little sneaky on them. That's so mean.
Yeah. We're Toons.
Yeah.
Toons are very mean.
I suppose this is the kind of thing where you can murder for antics. Yeah, sure.
I mean, have you seen Bugs Bunny? Bugs Bunny is very mean.
Oh, definitely.
Mickey isn't like crazy mean, but he does cause a lot of mischief.
He does. I feel like if you're a cartoon, you have to cause a lot of mischief. It's just part of the process.
As a chef, tricking people with their food hurts me. Why did I get a bunch of jelly beans?
Yeah, maybe Mickey was me. Steamboat Willie is definitely what comes to mind. using those animals as instruments and just using their cries in pain.
I'm gonna fire this level 19.
Yeah.
Looks like we might have lost somebody.
You lost
The
one.
long sucker!
Bye.
Early Mickey was mean, back before he spoke. Yeah.
Anyway. That firing thing is pretty much a Futurama joke.
I mean,
If you
I don't
do it,
think they're
you will be fired.
referencing
Okay.
Futurama, but
If you don't do it, you will be fired. Okay. Out of a cannon into the sun. Oh.
we already use cannons anyway. Natural, like, extension of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Mickey got away with it most of the time.
Cute and small.
Yeah.
Also cute and fluffy!
Lovely.
Oh gosh, that reminds me. I know a lot. My high level lore missed. That was a max level lore and it missed.
Oh no, how? How could you miss?
Oh! Anyway, I know a lot of people are looking forward to the live action, but I really can't buy into the live action Disney films. Even if it's like one I normally really like. Can't do it. I could just watch the original.
The original is just there.
It's just there. I can watch it. We own it. I can watch it.
Yeah, that's the thing as well, because I don't know why they're doing like these for the ones that people liked. I think that if they were going to do like these remakes, they should be making the ones that people didn't like better.
There aren't a lot of those either, though, because they're mostly concentrating on their Renaissance era, like, films.
Yeah.
And those are
That's the
pretty
reason
much
why
all
they're-
beloved, so...
Yeah, and I think that's the reason why, like, the main reason why the old ones didn't do, like, very good as well, because it's, like, things that people are gonna obviously compare to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a nostalgia grab anyway, and
It is.
I like a little bit of nostalgia here and there, but I would, especially when it comes to your creative works, I would really rather people not rely on nostalgia at all.
No. I feel like if they did, it needs to be, like, fixing the stuff that people had problems with.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't that many things to, like, do that with, so...
I mean, they would have had a few. I mean, Disney, they were very, even back then, they were very hit and miss.
Yeah. Failed too much at trying to make new things to trust them with making lesser-known film. I guess!
Yeah.
I mean... all of the new
Definitely
Pixar films have been great. Like, Turning Red is, like, easily one of my favorite films. I don't know. I don't know. Which way you going, bud? All I have is this TV. You're going that way. I have to go this way. I mean, technically Pixar isn't Disney, and all the just straight Disney films have not done so well, but they also have been trying to push out an animated film, like a new one, almost every year. And that's not helping.
Yeah, they've also have announced that, I'm pretty sure that they said that Moana is going to be like, there's going to be the first one, and then there's going to be a trilogy after that.
I know, I can't be bothered. I like the first Moana, I'm good. I don't really need anything past that.
I'm just saying. The reasoning behind it sucks as well, because they had to cancel the TV show. And then they just said, you know what, no, just make them movies.
Because they made their own thing instead of reinventing an old thing. They should just focus on new titles. They should just focus.
They really should.
They should just.
Go back to
Everybody
doing
should
it.
really just focus on new titles.
They should. There's like, think of all the stories out there that they haven't even got to yet.
Yeah.
I still think they should go back and try and make Gigantic. I think that would be amazing. Does anyone remember Gigantic?
No.
It was a thing that they were going to do, like, back in the old 3D things when they were just starting with the Disney stuff. They were originally going to remake, like, not remake, but again, second the Beast when it was eventually called Gigantic, but they cancelled it for Tangled.
Interesting. Tangled was good, though.
It was good.
And then they banked too hard on the sort of makeup of, like, Tangled. They tried to follow the pattern of Tangled for the rest of them, and it just didn't work as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it still bothers me that there's going to be a Toy Story 5.
I mean, Toy Story's been, like, franchise for a minute. I don't know how 4 ended, though. I haven't seen it.
It was bad.
Yeah. The other 3 movies were good, so...
They were. Like, 4 had its moments, don't get me wrong, but... it's one of those, like, needless sequels.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really...
Well, I feel like 1 to 3, we had, like, the different sections of, like, our human character's life. Like, childhood, teenage, college. And past that, it just felt like they weren't doing anything new.
No, this one's like a complete... I don't want to say a reboot, but it definitely felt like it was treading on old... The bed. That was number 3. Yeah, that was number 3. Number 4 is the one with all the ventriloquist puppets. Which, don't get me wrong, I thought it was good in places.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, 3 was pretty okay.
Yeah, I think that 3 definitely had like an amazing way to end the series, but then they were like, you know what, screw it, number 4.
Yeah. At least when it comes to Toy Story, a lot of they were like more plausible to do like sequels and stuff for the original Toy Story because of the kind of story it was.
Mm-hmm.
I never watched Wreck-It Ralph 2, for instance, because I was just like, we don't need a sequel. The first Wreck-It Ralph was an open shut, perfectly self-contained story. We didn't need a second one.
Exactly. It didn't do very well. I don't think it did very well either. Because I think that the only reason anyone remembers that one at all is that it gave 3D models to all the old princesses.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Which, if you ask me, I think that's what the remakes of these movies should have been. Like 3D reiterations of it. It wouldn't have been like it wouldn't have been a fix-all thing, but it definitely would have been well received for it to be like, this is what these old stories look like in the modern day, that kind of thing. And just left it at that.
They need new IPs.
They do. I feel like that could have been like a side bonus.
Mopi says she watched Wreck-It Ralph 2 and she barely remembers most of it.
No.
Seems right.
It definitely does seem right.
I'm not gonna bother like watching a lot of these because I don't find them necessary to watch just because they're there. I barely watch films as it is, so I'm not really like going out of my way to watch stuff I know I'm probably not gonna like.
Yeah.
Stop targeting me, man.
Yeah, I think that the only one of those remakes that I will like pay money to go and see is if there was a general consensus of it did better than the original. Like, there's a reason to go and watch it. Which, of course, is going to be quite rare.
Yeah. Remakes are good. Sometimes I'm just like, eh.
Yeah. Partially the reason why the One Piece live action was so good to watch, and I'm chomping at a bit for season 2 to come out this year.
I feel like that was much more of a loving ode to the series as it is. Like, it wasn't just like the tone really matters, you know?
It does. It has to come out of love for a
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely one of those series that, yes, it changed things, but never before have I seen, like, changes that were so well received within a fan base.
Mhm.
Like, any of those changes to the main, like, piece, people, like, can agree, yes, they did this one better. Because the first season of One Piece definitely had its moments, definitely had its flaws, and the Syrup Village one, which is the one where Usopp is introduced, that was, especially even back in the day, that was considered an awful saga.
Mhm.
But they made it mostly better in this live action. The changes make sense to the plot. Yeah, they want to change things. Yeah, you need to have changes that make sense, not just make them different for the sake of making them like, ooh.
I will say that's pretty much. So I did watch the Beauty and the Beast live action.
Mhm.
And all of the things that they added to the story were actually quite good. Like all of those things that were not originally part of the animated movie were good additions, and I really enjoyed them.
Yeah. Those ones make sense.
Also, I really enjoyed the original Maleficent, but you know, the second one don't make a lot of sense though.
I keep forgetting there's a second one.
There is, but it exists to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
I would at some point really like to watch the live action Wicked. But that's a little bit different because that's like going from a stage play to like a live action film for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty well received though, and I would genuinely like to watch it.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
most
definitely.
people are saying it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that it's part two, one of two.
Yeah, it has to be because of the story. Movie
That's
version of
it. It
Wicked.
just looks
Yeah, maybe we could do that sometime, Mofi. Because I think someone in your family might have Disney Plus. That would make that a lot easier. I think it's on Disney Plus.
I think so. Yes, it will be.
It ended up being a trilogy. Yeah, we'll see. There are some things by making some choices they did that. Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, FX is Disney Plus. Yeah. And it's nice to have potentially a musical, like a movie made into a musical that's actually good for once this decade.
Yeah.
Because none of the rest of them have been. Well, I don't know about Matilda. I didn't see Matilda. Because they did make a movie version of. So it's interesting because you got the book from Matilda, then you've got the movie that we all know and love that was based off of it that's not a musical, and then there's the stage musical, and then there's the movie that was based on the stage musical, and that's what came out semi-recently, and I haven't seen the movie based on the stage musical. I don't know if it's any good or not. Was Matilda a musical? Yes. Yeah.
Well, I haven't actually seen the new one yet.
I don't know if it could ever beat the original film for me because the original film is just so good.
Iconic.
It's iconic. I love it so much. But you know. Yeah. I meant to hit X and I didn't hit it properly.
Oh no!
It's okay. I only got a little hurt.
Only little.
We got him on the ropes.
Hell yeah, you're doing it.
It takes longer because we're missing one tune, so that means our damage output's a little bit lower.
So, did we have like an open lobby thing where
No.
if someone, oh, that would have been. So if everyone but one leaves, then it's just one person just taking a slack.
Yep.
That's harsh.
Usually people don't leave, it's just that people have disconnection problems sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I'm just thinking of Final Fantasy 14 because they have like an open lobby system where
yeah,
one
but they
person
also
has to go.
They also have the networking capabilities to do that. Having an open lobby like that requires like heavier bandwidth. And I think as it is with the disconnection problems Corporate Clash already has, I think making that a thing could potentially worsen.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because basically that would mean right now we're just loaded in. We're not like we're connected online, but we're not having to be connected to like a join lobby on top of it. Whereas otherwise we pretty much would be at all times.
True.
I don't know. It depends on how it was implemented, but depending on how the networking stuff is done for Toontown, because they have to pay for their own servers and everything to run this, might be a little dodgy. Final Fantasy 14 has money. These guys don't.
No. Yeah, it's definitely true.
Oh, was the new Matilda movie not like the new film, not a musical? Because I always assumed it was going to be.
I
don't know. I thought it was based off of. I'm not sure what movie's talking about now.
Because I could have sworn that the new one was.
I could have sworn it was based off of the stage musical. Yeah. It has music in it, but I don't think it would color a musical. Oh, okay. I thought it was based off of the stage musical, but
yeah, me too. I thought it was.
Because I know there is a stage musical.
I thought that it would advertise itself as such.
I remember it having a soundtrack, I think. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We are going to wrap up for the day. I have to find somebody to raid.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for coming to the show, everybody. If you like the show, come back for more. I stream Monday through Thursday, and we have fun here in the tent. Ow,
yeah.
burps.
You okay?
Just burping.
Okay.
Boop. Let's see, who is on? I don't know. Maybe that's just my musical theater background snob coming out. I think I don't know enough about it to know for certain. If it doesn't follow the like actual rules of musical theater, then it may not be. I don't know.
Oh. But yes, thank you ever so much for having me tonight.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Oh,
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Fog holder's on.
Fog holder is on. So Sakatumi, so Zoshio. Let me see. I think I'm gonna rate somebody playing Toontown. Well, we got one person called Arthur Carnaby. They're another VTuber. They're streaming Rewritten right now.
Sweet.
I'll read into them.
Okie dokie.
Great. I have no announcements for the week particularly. Our one collab was yesterday. And I don't really have anything else going on besides my normal streams. Thursday is starting an hour earlier because I have an appointment, a therapy appointment that I have to make at 2:45. But other than that, normal week.
Hell yeah.
Taco for the stream? Yeah, thanks for being here, Pix, as always. It's always great having you. Alrighty then.
Thank you for coming, Pix.
I'm hungry, so bye everybody. Remember to stay silly out there, okay? I'll see you next time.
Bye.